In 1979, a bold director named Bob Chin set out to craft a movie that captured the wild spirit of the era. Known for his lively approach and keen eye for humor, Chin aimed to blend everyday antics with over-the-top comedy. The result was Hot and Saucy Pizza Girls, a vibrant, playful, and unapologetic adventure that quickly became a cherished gem. Chin wasn't just directing another picture. He was building a whirlwind that teased the fast food rivalries of American suburbs with cheeky wit and clever parody. Co-scripted with a team that infused it with fresh energy, the movie mixed zany laughs, larger-than-life personalities, and hints of absurdity. At the heart of it all was Desiree Kustoau. Her sparkling wit and magnetic appeal made her the true standout. Bob Chin had already made waves in cinema with his upbeat tales of fun and folly. By the late 1970s, as bolder stories filled screens, Chin held firm to his distinctive flair. He dubbed it a feast of lighthearted escapades, teasing and spirited, but always keeping that whimsical touch. Hot and Saucy Pizza Girls marked a high point in his playful lineup, his lively showcase of camaraderie and chaos, and he infused every frame with his signature bounce. Filmed on 16mm in the bustling streets and sunny backlots of California, the movie burst with visual zest. Chin helmed the direction, shaping the pace and polish himself. The punchy hues, snappy cuts, and goofy antics lent it a comic book vibe like nothing else from 1979. The casting wove its own tale of serendipity. Desiree Kustoau, a rising talent from the theater scene in New York, had caught eyes in a few earlier roles. She'd charmed audiences with her bubbly narration in a 1978 short, leaving a spark that lingered. Chin spotted in her the ideal lead. Vivacious, quick-witted, utterly engaging. She stepped into the role of Anne Chovy, a fresh-faced newcomer from Alabama in the quirky town of Berkeley, a young woman diving headfirst into a whirlwind of hilarious mishaps and team spirit. For her part, Desiree negotiated a smart arrangement. She secured not just an upfront payment, but a slice of the project's earnings. That savvy move blossomed as the film found its devoted fans. Her ongoing shares highlighted both her on-screen glow and her keen instincts off it. The production hummed as a genuine passion project, wrapped in mere weeks with Chin's tight-knit group of collaborators. The story trails Anne and her boss John, brought to life by John C. Holmes. Their plucky business woes kick off a cascade of uproarious episodes. Eager to boost the shop, John grooms Anne for her big debut. She transforms into a zippy delivery whiz, zipping on a skateboard with infectious enthusiasm. The film then rolls out a parade of quirky figures. Gino, the sassy veteran played by Candida Royale, Celeste, portrayed by Christine DeSchaffer, and Shaky, embodied by Lorian Dominique. Paul Thomas stirs the pot as the scheming fried chicken mogul, while John Seaman and Bob Chin pop in with deadpan flair as rival operators. Richard Pacheco adds a sly edge as a meddlesome customer, and in a fun twist, the enigmatic chicken enthusiast lurks in the shadows, tying the mayhem with ironic glee. The storyline stayed flexible, almost an afterthought. What Chin truly chased was satire. He pulled loose nods from the cutthroat world of neighborhood eateries, swapping solemnity for gleeful jabs at corporate greed and small business grit. The script, penned by Chin and his writing partners, felt more like a brainstorm of zesty concepts than a rigid outline. Much of the dialogue sparked on the spot. That improv flair gifted the film a fresh, anything-goes rhythm. Chin's camera work popped with flair and finesse. Vivid shades, sweeping shots, each scene leaping off the screen. A few sequences ditched live audio for voiceovers, a clever shortcut that wove in a whimsical haze. For instance, one delivery dub brought a southern twang from a stand-in actress, layering on extra folksy delight. The ensemble blended familiar faces and bright newcomers. Candida Royale delivered razor-sharp timing as the no-nonsense Gino. Christine de Schaffer's Celeste shone with wide-eyed wonder. Lorian Dominique's Shaky brought street-smart swagger. Vicky Lindsay and Amber Ray spiced up brief spots as eager patrons. Donna Bro chimed in as a chatty neighbor. Tony Damiani rounded out the crew with heartfelt warmth. Carl Regal and Spender Travis lent muscle to the chicken-side antics, while Damon Christian added a touch of mystery as the shadowy figure. Everyone embraced the gag. Performers, technicians, and pals dove into Chin's offbeat universe. That shared vibe fueled the film's buoyant, laugh-out-loud soul. When Hot and Saucy Pizza Girls rolled into theaters in 1979, it sparked a lively stir. The cheeky premise and spirited gags earned cheers and chuckles. For fans, it was a riotous takedown that stretched comedy's edges with joy. For skeptics, it was pure pandemonium. But nobody overlooked Desiree Kustoau's radiance. As Anne, the wide-eyed Alabama transplant turned delivery dynamo, she lit up every moment. She shouldered the story with effortless poise. Viewers and reviewers couldn't look away from her lively spark. The chatter around Desiree swelled. Promos and ads played up the frothy fun, and grassroots buzz propelled it forward. From local screens to later tape releases, it etched its spot as a beloved oddity. The legacy of Hot and Saucy Pizza Girls gleams as brightly as its cheeky title. For many, it's a snapshot of 1970s pluck, the ultimate cheer for underdog tales before streaming reshaped entertainment. For others, it's a feisty nod to empowerment and enterprise, daring to amuse, daring to delight. Desiree Kustoau rose as a timeless draw. Her turn here defined a path that wove through stage, screen, and spirited pursuits. The movie danced on the edge of spoof and sincerity. It cleared trails for creators eager to toy with tropes, tempo, and twist. It was gutsy, it was goofy, and it endures as one of the era's most irresistible romps. More than just a film, Hot and Saucy Pizza Girls became a lively reflection of its time. A moment when humor, imagination, and fearless experimentation collided in the most unexpected ways. Its carefree energy captured the optimism of late 70s culture, when even the smallest productions could feel larger than life. This is Retrovidia, where we celebrate the icons, the moments, and the mischievous spirit of classic cinema. Subscribe and stay tuned as we keep uncovering the stories that shaped an unforgettable era. One frame, one legend, and one adventure at a time.